Hello and welcome to Playland Say Breakfast Show. Just going to try a little new format as I had the day off today. So we're going to play some Final Fantasy VII. Then we're going to go over some news, give you my insight into it, and any insight of anyone else that wants to have at their say. So the game we're playing is Final Fantasy VII. A few reasons I picked this. Final Fantasy XV being in the news today, or yesterday, a lot. Also, it meant a lot to me, this game. It was the first RPG that I really did get into. I might play some Breath of Fire or some Suikoden at some other point. I thought I'd start off with something that we knew, just so I didn't have to think too much about the game while trying to do a much more talkative point while playing piece. So Final Fantasy VII, in my opinion, was the first one of the Final Fantasy series that really made it a home stay. There were ones before, in fact 6, or maybe 7 with their numbering system. And you can now pick them up on PlayStation's sort of networks and things like that. Normally for more expensive than what the new games are getting released for, which is a bit silly, I think, sometimes. Swing. It's quite famously known swearing this mobile pricing policy is a bit strange as well. Never bought them on the mobile devices, so I've been playing Dragon's Quest instead, which for me works better on a mobile device. And it's also a lot cheaper. And the great point about this game was the scores, so I'm just going to sit back and let you enjoy the rest of this open to start with. Right, so we play as Cloud. I'm not going to rename any of the characters, so just let people have conversations. First time I played this through was with a friend when I was in childhood, and we named all the characters after ourselves. So when people actually talked about Barrett, didn't really know who they were talking about. That's rough. Camera controls, but it's not tank controls. The controls are embedded where the camera is. And turn-based fighting system. So you have your attack, you have your magic, and you have your items. Just attacking around. Him down. Turn-based. It's not really turn-based fighting system. One of the things I never sort of liked about it was you never really knew who was attacking first or coming first. Biggs, wow, you used to be a soldier, alright? Not every day you find one in your group like Avalanche. Soldier? I'll be the enemy. What's he doing with us in Avalanche? Hold it there, Jesse. He was in Soldier. He quit them now and one of us. Didn't catch your name there, partner. Yeah, I'm Cloud. I don't care what your names are. Once this job is over, I'm out of here. What the hell are you doing? I thought I told you never to move in a group. Our target is the North Maka reactor. We'll meet on the bridge in front of it. I'm not going to do voices all the way through. That's not what this is going to be talking. The reason I did pick this game was not much voice acting in it. One of the things I do remember on this was how beautiful the landscapes were. So the next part of this is we're going to go through news sites and see what they're actually talking about. We're going to try and get a balanced view. So from standard news we're going to use BBC and the Daily Mail. So quite a lovely news channel and quite a haters news channel. So let's start off with the BBC. So what they're talking about is radicalism is facing ban on working with children, which is always a nice subject to cover. I'm sure there won't be any kickback from this. But my main question is going to be why radical Islamists? Why not all radical Islamists? One of the big points I have when people talk about radical and just instantly link it with Islam is, I went to school at Church of England's primary school and then a Catholic secondary school. I can tell you that in those religions you have your casuals, you have your extremists, and it's easy to see those extremists. In fact, one of my friends who I was friends with secondary school, we weren't friends with him sixth form because he wasn't allowed to associate with me because he was a born again Christian and I wasn't. So in my mind, we do decide that radicals can't work with children, and I think it should just be all radicals. But then again, how are you defining what a radical is? I prefer hate preachers, really, rather than radicalists. I mean, can you call scientists radicalists because they so firmly believe in the Big Bang Theory? As long as they're not telling everyone to kill anyone who's not also agree with them, then that's fine. So this news story does worry me. Alright, that's the one problem with the cameras. Once you get a mindset of which direction you're going, it's just gonna flame really that side of things. Alright, a little more of a heavy fight, so we've got two people now. Attack. By the time this video, I'll show you magic. I might leave material and then move to the next one. Right, there's one down. This is the fighting in the most simple way that it can be. There was a random news post off the BBC's website. That's what I'm dreading. It's either going to be about royalists or about hate in a less well-meaning way. It's going to be the Daily Mail. game operates a very simple elemental style. Water, fire, ice, lightning, earth. All of these have what they're strong against, what they're weak against, or neither. Generally, machines you want to be using electrical attacks. But later you will get a scan which will tell you the weakness of enemies. Just generally playing on those weaknesses that will get you quite far in this game. So, news article from the Daily Mail random. Oh, it's a royalist one. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge can finally sigh relief after finding new housekeepers. So that was newsworthy. Would-be royals now have someone to clean their floors and organise their lives for them. And Jesus Christ, what would happen if they couldn't have that? Oh, that would be the end of the world, surely. I want to say hello to Amy and Collingwood, who are the old ones apparently. Father and wife team. The only reason I'm saying hi to them is because the father and wife team that work together, which is not the most common thing in the world. Do it successfully. I once worked for a internet envelope packing company who were run by a husband and wife, and it was painful. Infighting and so forth. You sort of got caught in the middle of it. I really love that music, so hum from time to time. My fault, it's the game's fault. Anyway, back to the Royals. My feelings on the Royals. I guess maybe a good time to talk about that. I do use my take from the Sun. So I'm trying to take the newspaper, but that might be that I'm going to get Royal news on it. I don't mind the Royal family. The amount of equipment for isn't compared to how much you actually pay for them. Not a lot. I know they own a lot of land and they own a lot of wealth already, but unless we're going to go communism on this, then you can't really backtrack and take away people's wealth from them unless you can prove it was taken in an unfair way. But as royal as this country used to be, I don't think you're going to prove it was taken in an unfair way. Back then they thought the royalists were given from God. And that's why the royal bloodline was worthwhile. Next on the floor is materia, which is what you use to balance and give people magic. Right. Well, that's my issue on the 2 news stories of the day. What we're looking at next is Steam sales. Seems to be a lot of good play with your friends stuff going on here. Borderlands 2, it's a bit stupid, it's a bit silly, it's not going to break your world, but for £4.99 UK pounds, or your local equivalent, it is a very good game, in my opinion. I should just move it to Final Fantasy, because I believe this is a story, but this isn't just a reactor. Such a reaction to the reactor. No one knows. Apart from people who have played the game. Alright, so we're going to see our first boss fight. So a lot of bosses like this one have patterns, and with this one it cinches around his tail. So limits, you saw one earlier. As you level up, you get different limit breaks. The only thing I'm a bit disappointed with, because while the limit breaks are slightly different amongst them, there's definitely ones that are better than other ones. If I remember correctly, Clown starts off alright. He starts off with a hit one guy a lot, or hit a few people a little less. We're also going to be undo the Easter egg in this. Down, so tails down, up. So yeah, that's this guy's pants. When he lifts his tail, he spends his time healing. Don't risk it beforehand, it's such an impossible one. You die and you're ashamed. You should do. That's why I grind this out, it's a little further down the list. Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor, I very much enjoyed that game. I watched how central game, I think it's generally known as the Latin fighting system now, so it's attacks and counter-attacks. It's the Nemesis system that I really have fun playing around with, and there's a lot of side missions involved there as well. The final boss was disappointing for me, but I remember hearing that they were patching that to redo the final boss. But yeah, very enjoyable game, and 18 UK pounds, which isn't bad, in my opinion, for the game. Payday 2 is for £59. Not one I can recommend for everyone, I don't think, because I thoroughly enjoyed it, but the graphics probably look quite dated now. Unless you've got a group of friends that you go in with, find a group online that gives you time to teach you the game. And it's not your average game, you have to do stuff around while not setting up alarms, and you do it quicker and set the alarms off. It's a lot of decision making, which I like in games. Scroll down the list a little bit. Binding of Isaac Rebirth. 714, I'm not the biggest fan of just a roguelike game. I have people say nice things about this one, so maybe I'll give it a go. XCOM Enemy Unknown, one of my favourite games of last generation. At £3.74. It's a tactics sort of game. If you saw me playing Long Came an Echo, which had some very similar sort of fighting mechanics with that. voice chat and a lot more in depth about the decision making you have to make in between the levels. Football Manager down to 20 quid. Yeah, sure, I can do that. Is that better? Can you hear me better now? Okay, so yeah, thanks for the thank you for the advice, weaponless knife. I haven't got any Final Fantasy code to give away because how old the game is. But if you want to send me a message with your email address, I can send you a code for the Cayman Echo. I don't know if it was just me, but I always thought 10 minutes to do this was a bit long. Even though I think you're supposed to not realise that she's trapped and have to come back and save her, but once you've done it once, and you've sort of known that. Alright, let's keep going through games that are on sale. Saints Row the 3rd is £12.49 and Saints Row the 4th is £4. Not quite sure how well that works, or how that works, or why that works, but... Goat Simulator, not my cup of tea, but £2.37 for anyone who wants it. Alright, let's knock out the robots first. Don't need to use mana or anything to kill these people. Get over and done with quickly. And Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is coming £2. There's been a lot of chat about this game. I've got a few people who I work with or talk to who defend it to the hill. Designed by one guy, apparently. Reproduced and reproduced. I've watched a few videos on it. Not a lot, but a few. And I don't get it. So I'm not going to save the game off at all, because it's over my head and there seems to be some people out there who like it. But the one game I'm going to recommend I've just seen on sales is Faster Than Light. £2.79. I thoroughly enjoyed the game. That one. Alright, so what have we covered so far? We've done news, Steam sales, introduction to Final Fantasy. So we've got sport next. Let's do this bit. Oops, stuck in the corner. Yeah, see the one problem with controls like this is that left is up left. You do get used to it after a while, but it's that mindset of having to get back into a grid sort of walking system, especially when it's viewed from the side like this. And the other annoying thing is the Japanese having X as cancel and circle as accept, which is another mindset to get into. Hotline Miami's on sale. Wasn't that the one that got in trouble for having a rape scene? Oh, I think I'm thinking of something else. Right. See? For the age of this game, those graphics are impressive. I know the player models are a bit shit, but the non-moving graphics, the amount of work that must have gone into that. Right, so through this bit I'm just going to go over sport, and I think that's a good place to leave it for the morning. We'll be back with a lunchtime section. Might do some more Final Fantasy, might do some Dragon Quest. I'm in a bit of an RPG kick at the moment, so it's going to be definitely something centred around that. And we'll probably give away some more code for some random Steam games. As Pack Slayer sent me a message last night, first winner of a code giveaway, and was enjoying it thoroughly. Ooh, decision chat trees. It's almost like I'm playing a Telltale game. I'm a nice person, so let's go for that. So everyone panicking after I've blown up their station? And why are you not panicking? Oh. Don't seem to want to, alright. Right. It is pointless fighting in this bit. Unless you think you need some XP or you want to practice the fighting scene a bit more. Because as soon as you kill one wave, it will just send another one down and give you the same decision again. I think the same decision. It may just push you on again. Alright, enjoy the cutscene. I only met him like half an hour ago and I was a bloody hired mercenary to you. We spent 30 minutes in a reactor running back and forth and now you're missing me. Clingy! Sorry for slight delay there on the chat boxes. I was just seeing what the actual world of sport was about at the moment. It seems to not be a lot. There's a current World Cup game on. Australia playing Sri Lanka, but let's not talk about the Cricket World Cup because England haven't been doing well out there at all. The rest of it is about the Aston Villa West Brom game. So two teams that very close together decided they didn't like each other after a game and invaded the pitch. I think they've concentrated a lot on invading the pitch, but I think the biggest story and the less British thing was the ripping up of seats and throwing down from the top tier to the bottom tier, because that really is dangerous. I mean, unless they don't want to publish that to give people ideas or something like that. The pitch invasion was mental, absolutely mental. Shearwood's happy. A record. Oh shit. I bet that doesn't get me content ID'd. One of our British women won the World Championship in skeleton, which is a mental thing if you ask me. It's Leluge, but you go down head first. In my opinion, the only people who do this are those who turned up last to the Pick Your Sport event at school. Who the hell would want to hurtle down an ice track at whatever the fucking speeds these people are going? But yeah, the 26-year-old career Grand Slam now. So there's one sport that we're good at. Australians, can't want to think you're hard enough. You might be able to hit a ball with a bat, but can you suicide yourself down a hill? Yeah, thanks for helping me back there. And lastly, let's have a quick look at the soccer gossip channels. Where have they gone? Right, it's gossip. Di Maria leaving United. Are they going to make money on him? I doubt it, for the amount they signed him for. I think the problem with Di Maria is he's one of these players, again, who... the place where managers want to play him is not the place he wants to play. Apparently they convinced that the reason why Man United was selling him is because they're convinced they can buy Gareth Bale. Again, someone who I think is quite overrated. I definitely don't think he's the third best player in the world at the moment. I mean, you can't call him on the best who's not Ronaldo or Messi. I also don't think he's better than Zlatan or Ribery or Robin. Oops. I'm trying to think, is he the best out-and-out winger I can think of? Maybe. Milner, apparently going to Roma for 100,000 a week, and now that I do not believe. James Milner, you're a consistent player and God love you for it, and you've been a good servant to England, but no. Just no. You're not worth that amount. Lars Bender, target for Manchester United. Apparently they were after Strootman, who suffered another injury setback. I don't know whether I do or don't believe this article. I generally think that United are currently the team being linked with every single midfielder in the world. Because they have to play with only attacking and strikers in their midfield at the moment. Premier League football clubs could face legal action to force improvements in their facilities for disabled supporters. Alright, that's quite an interesting one. Remember the old Withdean, when I used to go watch Brighton play, there used to be a little corner bit. They used to all sit down there. Well, I don't really actually sort of understand how good the facilities have to be. I mean, the facilities for fans aren't that great. I mean, if they're wheelchair disabled, then they're going to be bringing their own seat anyway. But Hull have offered Steve Bruce a contract extension. It's nice to see a club that seems to be a bit realistic about what they are. Wait a minute, do you think I got them right here? Brendan Rodgers is apparently at the DW Stadium on Saturday. Oh, well, that's just checking progress of an on-loan winger. So that's not really great news. I thought they were going after someone. Louis van Gaal has been honest and said that qualifying for the Champions League is more important than winning the FA Cup this season. I think most of us have expected that, but it's nice to see a manager actually come out and say it. Alright, let's concentrate on the game for a little bit. To the next save point. This is a complete model of the city of Midgar. I don't think it is a model. I think it's a graphical representation. But Lily Valley. So it's suspended 50 something above the ground, was it meters or feet? Plate up in the centre and the others support the structures. So big column in the middle and one under each plate. Or part of the plate. So we just blew up the northern section. Oh, it's a bit like London. London town. Who remembers where's what in London anymore? It's just London. Well, if we don't number them, we haven't gone that far yet. So apparently we're going through the middle of that big building bit in the middle. Generally, we would hope you just use faked IDs anyway. If you didn't look suspicious, so they're checking everyone coming in and out of the area you just bombed. Probably don't want your fingerprint on that area. Now watch Barry get all preachy. The reactor keeps draining all the electricity. Isn't a reactor supposed to give you electricity? Again, in my opinion, an impressive cutscene. The Avalanche team have a weird obsession of jumping everywhere, by the way. I have no idea what the thought was behind this. Why are they jumping down the stairs rather than walking down it? Oh, me as well. Alright. Want me in your team, don't want me in your team. Why? Why make it bigger than that if it's the same size and that did what it did? We're just trying to kill civilians, you mental. Alright, just for everyone's peace of mind, let's do all the dialogue. What? And there's the stopping point. Let's save the game. Or not. Save. Save, save. And that's the game saved. Well, thank you all for the pioneering episode. I'd like to do a special thanks to Weaponless Knife, who pointed out about the volume mix. So I do apologise if during the first half of this I'm a bit harder to hear than in the second half. But I'm still getting to my ground with this, but I'm going to listen back, and if these sound levels are great, I'm going to save them as defaults and we'll use these week in, week out. Well, remember world. Enjoy the world.